Good day everyone. So in this video lesson, we'll discuss rationalizing the denominators of the radicand. Our objective, rationalize a fraction whose denominator contains a radical. So in this video lesson class, so ituturo sa inyo na kapag meron tayong fraction na ang denominator ay radical, so hindi siya mako-consider as simplest form. Hindi siya mako-consider as the final answer. So kailangan natin i-rationalize yung denominator natin na merong radical. Okay. So for example, okay, this one class, pinakita ko na to sa inyo, doon sa previous video lesson. So, kung matatandaan, okay, so kung matatandaan nyo sa previous video lesson natin, dun sa simplifying radical expression, pinakita ko na ito sa inyo. Okay? So, ito yung mga number na merong perfect squared. So, hindi sila mga perfect squared na number, pero yung factor nila merong perfect squared. Okay? So, hindi ko na i-discuss isa-isa dahil na-discuss ko na yun doon sa previous video lesson natin on how to simplify radical expression. Okay, next. So again, pag sinabi natin rationalizing the denominator of the radicand, so ito yung mga fraction na merong radical sa denominator natin. So kaya hindi siya mako-consider as simplest form, kung meron pang radical sign sa denominator natin. So to rationalize the denominator, we multiply the denominator by an appropriate expression such that the product will be a perfect nth root. When the denominator is a binomial, so we'll multiply it by its conjugate. The conjugate of a binomial is a binomial of the same terms but of different sign. Okay, so for example, we have 1 over square root of 25. Okay, since ang square root of 25 naman, 25 is a perfect squared. So therefore, madali natin kunin yan, no? So square root of 25 is 5, so therefore that is 1 over 5. 3 square root of 49, so 49 is a perfect squared, so therefore that is 3. Square root of 49 is 7, 3 over 7. Next, square root of 4 over 9, so pwede nating ilagay square root of 4 over square root of 9. And 4 and 9 is a perfect squared, so square root of 4 is 2, square root of 9 is 3. So therefore the final answer is 2/3. Next, square root of 1 over 49. So that is square root of 1 over square root of 49. Ang dalawang ito ay perfect squared. So therefore that is 1 over 7. So parang ano pa lang to class ha. Nag-uumpisa pa lang tayo. So wala pa tayong na-encounter na number sa denominator na hindi perfect squared. Another we have square root of 5 over 4. So that is square root of 5 over square root of 4. Square root of 4 is 2, so therefore the answer is square root of 5 over 2. So hindi natin kailangan i-rationalize dito kasi yung radical sign naman natin nasa numerator. Okay? Number 6, square root of 2 over 121, so that is square root of 2 over square root of 121. And square root of 121, that is 11. So therefore the final answer is square root of 2 over 11. Next, we have negative square root of 36 over square root of 64. Yung dalawang ito class ay perfect squared, so therefore the answer is negative 6 over 8. So pwede pa natin to a lowest term, right? So that is negative 3/4. Number 8, we have square root of 11 over negative square root of 36. So therefore the answer is square root of 11 over negative 6, or ilagay natin yung negative sign natin sa gitna ng fraction natin. So, negative square root of 11 over 6. Number 9, we have negative 3 over negative square root of 9. So, 9 is a perfect squared and square root of 9 is 3. So, negative 3 over negative 3. So, negative 3 over negative 3, or negative 3 divide negative 3, the answer is positive 1. And for number 10, we have negative square root of 16 over 144, or negative square root of 16 over square root of 144. So 16 and 144 is a perfect squared number. So therefore, square root of 16 is 4, square root of 144 is 12. And that is negative 4 over 12 na pwede pa natin i-lowest term. And that is negative 1/3. Okay, ito na. No? Bibigyan ko na kayo ng halimbawa na merong radical sa denominator. So, simplify by rationalizing the denominator. 1 over square root of 7. So, kapag ganito class, yan, meron na tayong radical sa denominator natin na kung saan hindi siya perfect squared or hindi siya perfect number. No, hindi natin pwede siya makuha yung sagot. So, anong gagawin? So, dyan papasok yung rationalizing the denominator na kung saan ang gagawin natin, imumultiply natin, no, yung fraction natin doon sa expression na nandun sa denominator natin. Since yung nasa denominator natin square root of 7, so both numerator and denominator, okay class, both numerator and denominator, imumultiply natin dito sa denominator natin. Okay, i-rationalize natin by multiplying no, yung given natin dun sa denominator natin, and that is square root of 7. So, again, imumultiply both numerator and denominator sa square root of 7. So, 1 times square root of 7, that is square root of 7. Square root of 7 times square root of 7, that is squared of square root of 7 or square root of 7 squared. Okay. So, ngayon, pwede na natin, okay, makuha yung value dito sa denominator natin na wala ng radical. Okay? Wala tayong radical sign dito. Okay. So, therefore, the answer is square root of 7 over 7. So, wala na tayong radical. So, simplest form na yan. Yan yung final answer. Kasi di ba square root of 7 times square root of 7, that is square root of 7 squared, ay pwede na matatanggal natin to. Or pwede rin naman kasi 7 times 7, that is 7 squared. Kung nalito kayo sa ganyan. Okay, dun sa mga previous video lesson natin, may ganito na tayong sample. Okay? The squared of square root of 7, that is 7. Next, 2 square root of x. So, again, si square root of x ay hindi a perfect squared number, saka variable siya. So, therefore, imumultiply natin both numerator and denominator by square root of x. Okay, so 2 times square root of x, okay, and then sa denominator natin, square root of x times square root of x, and that is 2 square root of x over the square root, squared of, or square root of x squared. Okay, so ito matatanggal na natin. So that is 2 square root of x over x. Okay, I hope nasusundan how to rationalize the denominator. Another example, we have the square root of 2x over y. So, ang gagawin natin, paghiwalayin muna natin, square root of 2x over square root of y. So, ito yung magiging, so ang gagawin natin, since ang denominator natin is square root of y, so imumultiply natin both numerator ng square root of y. So, square root of 2x times square root of y, that is square root of 2xy. So, imumultiply mo lang yun nasa loob. 2x times y, so that is 2xy. And then, square root of y squared, the answer is y. So, therefore, the final answer is square root of 2xy over y. Number 4, we have 1 over square root of 3ab. Okay. So, imumultiply natin yung given natin by square root of 3ab, both numerator and denominator of the fraction. So, 1 times square root of 3ab, that is square root of 3ab, and then square root of 3ab squared, the answer is square 3ab. So, therefore, the final answer is square root of 3ab over 3ab. Another example, we have square root of 3m over 2n. So, paghiwalayin muna natin, square root of 3m over 2n. So, ano yung pag-multiply natin sa kanya? Yung square root of 2n. So, both numerator and denominator, imumultiply natin kay square root of 2n. So, square root of 3m times square root of 2n. So, 3 times 2, that is 6. M times n, so mn. And then, square root of 2n squared, the answer is 2n. So therefore, the answer is square root of 6mn over 2n. Next, we have square root of 5a over square root of b. So, i-multiply natin both numerator and denominator by square root of b. So, that is square root of 5a times square root of b. That answer is square root of 5ab. And square root of b squared, the answer is b. Therefore, the final answer is square root of 5ab over b. Number 7, we have square root of 8x over square root of 3y. So, both numerator and denominator ay imumultiply natin kay 3y. So, that is square root of 8x times square root of 3y. The answer is square root of 24xy. And square root of over square root of 3y squared. And square root of 3y squared, the answer is 3y. Pero sa 24 kasi class, pwede pa natin yan kunin kasi meron yung factor na perfect squared and that is 4 times 6. Okay? So, paghiwalay natin, so ibig sabihin remove natin yung yung 4 dyan sa kanya, no? So, kasi square root of 4, the answer is 2 square root of 6xy over 3y. So, again, kaya nga pinakita ko kanina yung mga number na hindi perfect number, pero may mga factor na merong perfect number. Okay, kagaya ng 24. So, yung factor nito ay 4 and 6. So, si 4 is a perfect squared. So, makukuha natin to. Okay? Next, number 8. We have 3 square root of 3 over square root of 6m. Okay, so multiply natin both numerator by square root of 6m. So, 3 square root of 3 times square root of 6m. The answer is 3 times the square root of 3 times 6m. Okay, so baka nalito kayo. So, may 3 tayo dito sa labas. And then, ay multiply natin itong nasa loob ng radical natin, ng radicand sign natin, no? 3 times 6m. Ito yon. Okay? So, nilagyan lang natin ng parenthesis para hindi halo-halo. And the answer is, that is the square root of 6m squared. Okay? After that, so 3 times square root of 3 times 6, that is 18m over 6m. So, sa 18m, pwede pa natin to i-simplify. Tama? Masisimplify pa natin yan. So, by multiplying 9, square root of 9 times square root of 2m. Okay, so, remove natin yung square root of 9. So, the answer is, square root of 9 is 3. So, therefore, 3 times 3, okay, that is 9 square root of 2m over 6m. Pero class, ito ay pwede pa natin i-lowest term, no? By 3. So, si 9 saka si 6. And that is 3 over 2m. Okay? So, 3 square root of 2m over 2m. Kasi si 9 saka si 6 ni-lowest term natin. Okay? Another example. 4 square root of 2 over square root of 20p. So, multiply natin by square root of 20p. Okay? So, again, kagaya ito ng number 8 na meron tayong number sa labas. So, 2 times 20, that is 40p. So, nauna yung arrow natin. So, 40p and then square root of 20p squared, that is 20p. So, yung 40 na to ay pwede pa natin i-simplify. Tama? Masisimplify pa natin by square root of 4 times square root of 10. Okay, so square root of 4 is 2. So, that is 2. So, this is 3. Ba't naging 3 dito? Okay, baguhin lang natin class. Okay, thank you. Binago ko lang dito class. So, that is square root of 4, that is 2. So, ito na yun. Square root of 4, that is 2. So, 4 times 2, that is 8 square root of 10p over 20p. Yung 8 saka 20, pwede pa natin yan i-lowest term. So, by dividing both numerator and denominator natin by 4. Okay, so therefore, the answer is 2 square root of this is 10p over 5p. Okay, bakit may typo tayo? Sige. Okay, so the final answer is 2 square root of 10p over 5p. Next, we have 4 over 3 square root of 2x. So dito, meron tayong number sa labas ng radical natin. So ang gagawin lang natin, ito lang yung i-multiply natin sa numerator and denominator natin. Okay? Hindi kasama si 3. So 4 times square root of 2x. Okay, that is 4 square root of 2x over 3. Okay, the square root of 2x squared. So, magiging ano yan? 4 times square root of 2x, that 3 times 2x. Okay? So, 3 times 2x, that is 6x. And then ito, pwede natin i-lowest term. Tama? So, pwede natin to i-lowest term. So, therefore, that is 2 square root of 2x over 3x. Another example, paano kapag ang index natin is 3? No? Paano kapag ang index natin is 3? So kapag ang index natin ay 3, ang gagawin muna nating class, so kailangan mag-create tayo dito, no? Na para ma-rationalize natin itong yung denominator natin. Kung ang index natin is 3, dapat maging matanggal natin yung 3 na yan. Okay? So, ma-remove dapat natin. So, paanong gagawin? So, ang denominator natin is cube root of 2. So, ang gagawin ng class, this will become cube root of 2 times 2 squared. Kumbaga, kung ano yung base natin, so kung ang base natin is 3, so dito ay 3 squared. So, again, since ang dito ay 2, since 3 yung index natin, kailangan maging 3 to dito. So, 1 plus 2, that is 3. Again ha, tandaan, kapag ang index ay 3, 4, 5, and above, so kailangan kung ano yung sa index natin, ganun din ang gawin natin dito sa loob ng radical natin para matanggal natin. So, therefore, si square root of 2, the cube root of 2 rather times 2 squared. Kasi 'di ba kapag inad natin to 3 na. Okay. So ang gagawin lang nating class, that is cube root of 2 times cube root of 2 squared. So therefore ang ipang-multiply natin dito sa given natin is ito. Okay? Ang ipang-multiply natin dito sa given natin ay ito, cube root of 2 squared. Okay? So that is 2 times cube root of 2 squared, that is 2 cube root of 4 over 3 cube root of 2 cube. Okay, tingnan nyo class ha. So cube na siya. So matatanggal natin to. And that answer is 2. Okay? Since 2 rin to, so makakancel natin yan. So therefore, the final answer is cube root of 4. Sige, bigyan ko pa kayo ng last example kagaya ng example number 11. So ito, fifth root of 32 over x. So that is fifth root of 32 over fifth root of x. So since ito ay x lang and then fifth to, so ilan ang kailangan natin? So imumultiply natin si x kay x to the fourth. Kasi 'di ba, fifth root to, so dapat parehas sila ng exponent dito kapag inad natin. So, kagaya ng example number 11, so that is fifth root of x times fifth root of x to the fourth. So, imumultiply natin yung given natin kay ito. Okay? So, I hope nasundan kung paano ginagawa. So, imumultiply natin si fifth root of 32 times fifth root of x to the fourth. Okay, din sa denominator natin, fifth root of x times fifth root of x to the fourth. So that will become, okay, fifth root of 32x to the fourth. Okay, ito kasi fifth root of x to the fifth power, so maka-cancel natin. So x na lang maiiwan dito. Okay? Kasi 'di ba pag minultiply mo to x times x to the fourth, that is x to the fifth. Okay. So, x na lang matatanggal. Since yung 32 class, pwede natin express as 2 to the fifth power. So, mawawala to. Okay? So, that will become 2 to the fifth power, 2 times the fifth root of x to the fourth over x. Okay, so ganyan siya ginagawa. So yung 11 and 12, tandaan nyo yung proseso kung paano ginagawa. So I hope nasundan how to rationalize the denominator, no?
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button para updated kayo for more video tutorial. This is your guide in learning your math lesson, your Wow Math channel.